Hello, this is David, Fairly Secret Music. How's it going, everyone? You haven't seen my ugly mug in a while. I figured it's about time. 2020 has been a weird year, but I will have my new job on Monday, which is really cool. So I'm hoping that this is the one I retire from. So I'm really excited about it, and I'm excited about King Diamond and Mercyful Fate right now. I started looking into all those 2020 reissues that Metal Blade has been doing, and found out that they are not even remasters. They are just reissues of the original audio, basically. So I decided to splurge and just get them all, because it was funny because I decided I was going to listen to everything by Mercyful Fate and King Diamond in chronological order, the years they were released. So I am on Conspiracy now. And I bought the Eye earlier this year, and I've listened to it once, and that was the first time I'd listened to it in probably 20 years or so. So I can't really comment so much on that. But what I can comment on is everything through Conspiracy. And I figured I'd separate this into all the way through the Roadrunner remasters from 97. I think that was the year they were done, isn't it? Yeah, 97. So we'll start with Mercyful Fate, the beginning. This has not only the 4-song EP that they did before Melissa, but it has some BBC sessions. It has a bonus track called Black Funeral. And, I did not mind these remasters. I thought they were pretty good. Yeah, they're pretty loud. I like liner notes and the lyrics, but that's about all they were, I think these were the gold disc versions. Whether or not that changes anything is beyond me, but one thing I will show you is, so I have bought 4 of the Metal Blade reissues, and so 3 of them I was able to compare audio on with the Roadrunner reissues. So let me see if I still have these. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see this really well, but if you can see that, this top one is the WAV file of the Roadrunner remasters, and this bottom one is the WAV file from the Metal Blade reissues. So you can see how the top one was brick-walled like crazy. There's no dynamic range. I know we listened with our ears and stuff, but every once in a while you gotta look at this stuff to see exactly what is going on in the WAV file. Because, I mean, even though it sounds good, you can totally tell the difference, especially if you're A-Bing those. So, top one, totally brick-walled Roadrunner remaster. This one is the this version, and I've put a little sticker over it so we don't have nudity. But this is the 4-song EP. I did end up getting the Metal Blade reissue of In the Beginning. It makes this kind of irrelevant, but I love Corpse Without a Soul. I like everything except for Nuns Have No Fun. I always thought Nuns Have No Fun was just kind of a stupid, corny song. But I think the other three songs are awesome, especially Corpse Without a Soul. Especially the Listen! That part. I've been trying to sing along with King Diamond in the car the last few days, and holy crap, most of the time I can't even do stuff like I just did because it hurts my throat so much. But if you guys don't know, the EP, the 4 songs live on BBC, Black Funeral, well worth the price of getting this, and you might as well get this. I'm just a dorky completist, so I got this version. I love these old school. So this is exactly kind of how the old school vinyl looked. And if you open it up, it has the same photo on the cover, or on the inside. And these just kind of open up like that. This one... Metal Blade sometimes isn't so smart in their packaging. I do like this. It's like, oh, here's the cheesiest lyric sheet ever. But, you know, that's kind of to represent a replica of the original. And then we have Melissa. This is actually the 2005 version. The thing with this is I used to have the gold disky kind of version from 97. And then when I got this, I sold the other one. I don't sell anything these days. I like keeping the old versions of things. And honestly, in my opinion, Melissa is the best Mercyful Fate album. I mean, it has Satan's Fall. It's so good. This version has Black Masses, which is also on In the Beginning, or The Beginning, sorry. Does this have Curse of the Pharaohs, Evil, Satan's Fall, and yeah, so this has what was the bonus stuff on this, basically. This also has Curse of the Pharaohs demo and Black Funeral demo. It also comes with a DVD live at the Dynamo in '83 and an exclusive commentary from the King. This has pretty cool artwork, except for I don't like books that are mounted in, but it does have... And because I know I would be irritated if I did that to somebody, this does have liner notes and all of the lyrics. I'm probably going past a few pages, but yeah, I really like this version. I haven't done a WAV file version of this because I don't have the new Roadrunner one yet. This one and Don't Break the Yellow Through, the only two that I had to order off of eBay. I got the other 4 that you will see here of the the Metal Blade remasters. I got those at a local store, and then I ordered, I think, 5 CDs direct from Metal Blade. I don't really need to talk about each of these albums, but this, honestly, my favorite. Okay, I think I already said it. Corpse Without a Soul is my favorite song on this. Probably Satan's Fall. I really like the song Melissa, but I like Satan's Fall a little bit better now. This was the album that I really didn't get into for a long time. I mean, I liked songs on it. I actually sold the original copy of this on vinyl about 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. I needed money, and I got like $300 for 30 albums, so it was pretty decent. This has liner notes also, and lyrics. Uh, what I will say about this album is I am really liking it now. Um, A Dangerous Meaning is so awesome. So is Desecration of Souls. Nightmare starts out with that dome dome boom dum bum 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 bum, and it's just like, okay, how is this song starting out like this, super groovy, and then it gets into something super awesome? I mean, the beginning is awesome too, but you know, um, I will be interested in hearing how these two compare to the remasters. Um, Fatal Portrait. Um, I, as I said, I have a bunch on order. I have Fatal Portrait, Abigail, The Eye, um, the vampire one. I can't remember the title of that. In the Beginning, or The Beginning, and then Melissa and Don't Break the Oath on the way. So the funniest thing is, probably my favorite song on this is The Lake, which was actually a bonus track that was recorded for this. And if you're not familiar with King Diamond, so Mercyful Fate had King Diamond, what were their names? King Diamond, Kim Ruz, Michael Denner, Hank Sherman, and Timmy Graber, also known as Timmy. What did he go by on here? Timmy Hansen. I don't know why he decided to change his name halfway through. But Fatal Portrait had Timmy, King Diamond, and Michael Denner, along with Andy LaRock and Mickey D. And I mean, what a great debut album. But yeah, The Lake should have never been off of here. So that is actually why I would keep this, especially because the new version I don't think has The Lake or No Presents for Christmas. I don't mind No Presents for Christmas. I think it's really a good song with a bunch of ridiculously cheesy Christmassy parts. I do like Charon and The Candle, but The Lake is my favorite. But when I had this when I was a kid in 8th grade, long aeons ago, actually not too long ago, actually, if you think about it, well, he only had Abigail out at that time. Charon was my favorite song on there. Now I have two different versions. I have this gold disc version in the jewel case, and then I also have this 2-disc version that also has a DVD. If I remember correctly, the sound quality on these DVDs is not good. But each of these has different liner notes, which I think is kind of cool. Now it makes me wish I would have kept that Melissa. This has liner notes and lyrics and everything. And this, honestly, is what I think is the very best King Diamond album. I love Arrival and Mansion in Darkness. What a great way to kick off an album. But honestly, The Black Horseman is the best song on this. And Shrine, which never showed up until you got these two versions. They were on a CD called Dark Sides, and that had all the unreleased stuff, like No Presents for Christmas, The Lake, Shrine, stuff like that. So what can I be what can be said about King Diamond's Abigail that hasn't already been said? Besides the fact that I got a poster. The only bad thing is it says Surly across the top, and then it says Black Horseman across the bottom, but it has King Diamond logo. It basically is this album cover, except for it doesn't say Abigail, it says Black Horseman, because it was their Black Horseman Ale or Dark Ale or something like that. I'm not a beer drinker, so I don't care about that stuff, but my buddy Jason, he ended up getting me this poster, and it is actually signed by King Diamond, so that's cool. Again, these have liners and notes and lyrics that are both totally different. Bonus tracks on this one is Shrine, Mansion in Darkness, Family, Ghost, and Possession. Except for the Shrine, the other three are rough mixes. And on this, it's the same thing, plus videos on a DVD and him live in Sweden on the DVD. And I never sold this. You know why I didn't sell this? Because it was slightly scuffed. Little tiny scratches on it. And I decided to just keep it because I knew they wouldn't get me anything. This one I never had on CD. I had it on cassette at one point. It is King Diamond in Concert Abigail. This is one of the Metal Blade reissues on CD, and so this is what the inners look like. This one has this little poster which has all the dates on the American tour and the European tour. Like how they skipped Minnesota. And then it has like a little letter from King Diamond and the song titles again. And just in case you were wondering, this is exactly what all the CDs look like. They look like tiny little record replicas, and they're black on both sides, basically. And they sound really good. This one doesn't have the best sound quality of a live album. The newest thing that he put out, the Abigail Live Songs for the Dead, I think it's called, that thing sounds fantastic. But that sounds like they did a lot of studio trickery, too. So, we come to them, which, look at the difference in the colors on these also. Here, let me take this one out. The new one looks so much, I don't know, I think it looks just better, looks more menacing. This one looks kind of like, oh, it's kind of getting to be dawn. And this one looks like, oh shit, that's midnight. Pictures of the band. Of course, none of these Metal Blade reissues have any of the bonus tracks. Like this one has Phone Call, A Rehearsal of Invisible Guest, and Bye Bye Missy. Of course, this was the gold disc. This one has some liner notes in it. Whoops, you can't really see that. Liner notes. And then a few pictures. I would have to say this is probably my second favorite King Diamond album. Well, no, I would have to say Fatal Portrait is probably my second. I think this is my third. This is kind of where, this and Conspiracy was originally the place where I kind of lost interest in King Diamond for a long time. But now listening to them and King and Conspiracy is kind of exciting again. I'm really enjoying them. And I'm looking forward to moving past, like, the eye into all the territory that I really am not familiar with. hopefully my battery doesn't die. So I'm gonna go quick. So this, let's bring this back up here. This is the difference between the remastered and the reissue. So the top one is the remastered from 1997, and the bottom one is the reissue. So there's not a huge difference. I mean, there is a difference, but it is very, very hard to notice, and that got really frustrating because I was listening to parts of Welcome Home, and I, on headphones, listening to the CD and then the Bandcamp stream, I couldn't really tell, although that is probably compressed and stuff. But listening to these back to back in the WAV file form, where I could switch back and forth, it was really hard to figure that out. I would have to say Welcome Home or the song T. No, Invisible Guest. Yeah, Invisible Guest. There's a cool Mickey D drum fill where it does, and I copied that on something. Here is Conspiracy. So here is the difference in what those covers look like. I mean, these look really, really sharp and, good. These always looked washed out to me and stuff like that. Again, this just has like a booklet. I'm not going to pull it out because the battery on this phone just said 10%. But this is the difference in WAV files. So the bigger one on the top is, I listened to At the Graves here. So that is the difference in WAV file. This one is super loud. The bottom one is super quiet. And this is the bottom one. So just in case you were wondering what the audio difference on those was, and I would have to say At the Graves is the best song on here. I still have to listen to the last 4 songs on here again for the first time in a long time, but yeah, At the Graves is just awesome. And last but not least is The Eye, and I really cannot comment except for Eye of the Witch is a great song, but the one thing I remember not liking about this as much is the fact that Snowy Shaw was supposed to play drums on it, but it turns out that it's just programmed drums. If they really wanted to impress me, they would have went back, had Snowy Shaw actually record real drums, and then put out a new version. That would have been super awesome. I don't know why they didn't do that. So my next video will be all of the stuff after The Eye. I will talk about the other ones that I get, but I'm going to probably talk a little bit about this and this again, after I've listened to The Eye. I guess I don't have to talk about Conspiracy because I already know which song I like the best on there. But yeah, it's been really awesome. I thought I was going to get tired of King Diamond and Mercyful Fate. At least so far, so good. It's been about a week of listening to just these albums, and it's really fun. Yeah, so good to see you guys, especially seeing as I'm probably talking about metal, which is what most people are interested in these days. I know I did a lot of videos of stuff that people weren't into, so hopefully you like this, and I will see you with the rest of the collection later.